Hope everybody's having a good day. Today's date is September 23rd, 2022. I'm going to share my 3 dreams that I had about Queen Elizabeth. And just so you know, in my entire 47 years, I never even kept up enough to even, sadly, to not even know who was even the queen over there. And so I knew nothing about her, and then I dreamed these 3 dreams. And we'll just jump right into it, and then we're going to talk about the numbers and Strong's Concordance I got, and especially the dream I had last night. So the first dream I had was September 14th, 2022. I dreamed everything with the Queen passing away over in London was about how America was saying bye-bye to the world. And you know, Great Britain is America's mother. And this was a sign to the world of how America never would be again as a nation, and everything about her death was curses to Mystery Babylon and curses to the royal palace. But especially the biggest emphasis of it was curses to America. And Queen Elizabeth's death, it signaled against America's mother that everything for America and Great Britain was over and was curses, and the whole regime of this thing was entirely curses. And I heard the song all through the dream titled Highway Song by the band called Blackfoot. And I woke up, I know that the album that song on is called Strikes. And it has a picture of a cobra on the front of it, you know, standing up, you know, looking at album covers, a cobra. So the next dream, the next night, September 15th, 2022. This is a tune I'm not familiar with, but I heard this. I just dreamed I kept hearing the tune called, it kept saying London bridges falling down, and then it said My Fair Lady. And then it like hit me in the spirit that this meant the curse of death for Great Britain and America. And I woke up, and that's 2 dreams there, and just remember Genesis 41:32. The dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice, because it was of the Lord, and will shortly come to pass. Go look at that in your scripture. Genesis 41:32. Double dreaming. So we're going to turn over to the 3rd dream that I had. By 2 or 3 witnesses is a thing established. 9/23/2022. And we'll talk about symbolism a little bit. You know, I dreamed that I was in Cartersville, Georgia. Now, I was raised in Cartersville, and home is where the heart is. And I was on Ridgewood Drive, and you know, Babylon is a ginormous hill, a ridge basically. And I was at the top of the hill. In the backyard, things that are in the backyard represent the former things or the past things. And there was a 2-story house. The story of this world and the story of the Lord's return. 2 stories. So in the backyard there was a yellow jacket wasp nest. And they were swarming and very angry. And they were stinging me, but their stings, I didn't really feel them much, and they didn't really have any effect on me. And you know, swarming, stinging wasps in your dreams represent hurtful events or disappointments or things that hurt you spiritually. You know, they they stung you and brought spiritual death. You know, that's what wasps represent. And you know, yellow in the Bible represents sickness and disease. You know, I got stung like hundreds of times, but I just really felt nothing significant. It had no effect on me pretty much. So meanwhile, I look over and see a notebook like laying on the ground or something in the backyard of this home, and all I saw written on the page was in black pen. This one sentence was written on the page: Queen Elizabeth is now in hell. And I saw number 954, and then it said, compress that down to 99. And that was all I saw. So then I heard a voice say, things will be no more restrained and no more delayed, for the Queen will no longer restrain or delay things, nor will the Queen any longer restrain the rain. And it was time to pray for rain, and the dream changes to the front yard of this home. Front yard is future things and things looking ahead, so it changes to the front yard. And it was time to pray for rain. As for me, the drought was over. And I just remember on the front porch, you know, future things, front porch, I did start laughing. And it started to rain. And so then, you know, I had sinned at a place before, you know, many years ago. You know, I had committed a very bad sin, and I repented of that. And, you know, that was between me and God, but I committed a bad, you know, impure sin that I repented of. So I saw the field and the workshop that was at that place. And, you know, I'll just say that the name of the place where it was at represents, you know, tangled up things, false doctrine, and the twisted path, the false path. But in the dream, I got in no trouble, as I then prepared to leave. And Jesus will take home the ones that are in Him and true. And so it said, emphasis again, things will not be held back anymore after the Queen's soul was in hell on 9/9/22, September 9th, 2022. Dream ended, I woke up. So let's look at these numbers now. In Strong's Concordance, the number 99, it said compress it to 99. So that was number 99 Hebrew, stagnant water, and it is from number 98, meaning figurative, sad, like depressed or a pond. You know, stagnant water. And it referred back to Hebrew 98, number 98 above it. That was a rush, a swamp, a water collect, a pond, standing water, or a pool was 98, which it came out of. So Greek number 99 was Adria or Adriatic Sea. And that was in the Greek. And I saw the number 954. You know, in there, and I might not have mentioned it in a dream, but I saw on the notebook, I forgot to tell you the number 954. And in Hebrew Strong's, that means pale. You know, there's a pale horse. And it means like to be ashamed, disappointed, delayed, cause, or put with to be ashamed or confounded, confusion, become dry, or be long delayed. You know, basically a drought in the English language, long delayed. And that was the Hebrew Strong's number 954, which I was given in this dream. So Greek Strong's number 954 was this, by a parody on 1176. You know, Strong's number 1176 in Hebrew it was referring to, and it was the dung god, Beelzebul, a name of Satan, Beelzebub. That's 954 in Greek. So the number 1176, I went on and did it for both of them. In the Greek, 1176 was the number 10, or 8 tens, or 18. You know, Revelation 18, go read it, about America's fall. Hebrew number 1176 was Baal, or you know, the god of the fly. And that was a deity of the Ekronites. E-K-R-O-N. Ekronites. And then it said Beelzebub. B-A-A-L-Z-E-B-U-B. And the other one was B-E-E-L-Z-E-B-U-B. Beelzebub. And that's God of the flies, and that's Satan. And that's a summary of the 3 dreams that I've had about Queen Elizabeth's death. And the meaning of it. And these are hard words just to say, but I'm not going to be a liar to you about what I dreamed. I'm just not going to tell you a lie. That's what I got, and it's not a positive ear tickling word, but that's the word I got. September 23rd, 2022. Much love, everybody, and thought I'd share the warning with you.